Hey Justin, I'm back, your renegade realtor from South Pasadena, California. And this is the fourth in my series about why, I know, don't want to hear it, but why I believe the housing market will decline for the next couple of years in California. I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think the sky is falling. It's just that the housing market has really gotten crazy. I think we all know that. And if your house has been appraised at some astronomically high level, congratulations. However, if you want that money, you better sell it because it won't get back to that level in 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years, according to the people I'm researching, and it makes a lot of sense. And I'm going into each of these episodes is an example of why I believe housing prices will be falling. I mean, they're already falling, and we're already seeing all kinds of indications that we're into a major downturn. So the question is, how long will it last, and how deep will it go? I'm predicting 2 years and 20%, and not only because that's what the people I research are saying. So. Exhibit A was the price-income ratio. The prices have just gotten too high for the average rank-and-file person to buy. The median price house is 10 times the median income, that's weird, I mean, 4 is nice, 4 times is nice, 5 times is okay, 10 times is just not, you're not going to get a loan for that. And even if you had cash, who the hell would want to spend that much on a house? So Exhibit B was the interest rates that have shot up. It just doesn't make sense for investors or for regular folk who want to raise their family in the house. It doesn't make sense at these high interest rates. There's something called a cap rate that investors use, capitalization rate, and that I want to go into on a future episode. But the cap rates that people are getting now at 6%. They can invest in other places, and it's more lucrative. So they're just going to move on. They're going to move out of housing and move into other forms of investment. So that's a huge loss from the market. Everyone was talking about how institutional investors are going to dominate the housing market. Well, they'll all bail. Everyone's bailing. So that's Exhibit B. Exhibit C was the massive amount of new building stock about to hit the market, upwards of 2 million. It was 1.7. There's about 300 permits, so 300,000 permits, 1.7 million. You're talking 2 million new builds, new dwellings going on the market shortly. So that's going to flood the market just as prices are dropping. That's much higher than normal. I mean, in a normal year, I think you get 500,000 or a million. 1.7 is a huge amount. 1.7 million is a huge amount to be just hitting the market all of a sudden. And today, if you thought it couldn't get worse, here we go. It's the global economies. I don't know what news you listen to or what you're paying attention to, but the whole globe is in big trouble. There are very few countries that are doing well right now. Almost every country in the world is grappling with economic problems. Europe as a region is, I mean, I don't have to tell you, right? Ukraine war is kind of a black swan event. Nobody thought this type of thing happened anymore since the since the 40s. You go over to Asia, and now Asia's threatening Taiwan. We're supposed to take care of Taiwan. So it's gonna be like the Second World War. We're gonna have a war in Asia and a war in Europe at the same time. Wow. It's just like, wow. If you're old enough to remember the 40s and 30s, it must sound eerily familiar. So there's that. The Europeans are wondering about whether they're going to get energy from, and how they're going to heat their homes this winter. And if you're going to, the barrel of crude that they're, barrel of fuel, oil that they're talking about is, the price per barrel is numbers that nobody ever dreamed of. the numbers are so high. I don't even want to repeat them here. They're so high, it's astronomical. And then if you go to Asia and you're having a housing decline, or you're having this kind of housing implosion going on over there, where just as of today, this is July 15th, there are people. There are whole regions, hundreds of provinces, that are going into a mortgage strike. They're not paying their mortgages. Millions and millions of people, and these big builders are going under. Remember Evergrande? They went last year. They got into a lot of trouble. I think they're still They're still on life support. They're all like that, apparently. They're all in major financial trouble, and now it's only going to get worse as of today. I mean, it's been getting worse and worse and worse. And as of today, you're getting these massive boycotts on people. People are just not going to pay their mortgage in China, and God knows what that's going to do to one of the things that's kept that's kind of pumped up the Southern California real estate market is Asians trying to get their money out, Chinese trying to get their money out of China. They don't trust the corrupt government, the authoritarian government, and they park their money in properties in Southern California. And I can't see much of that money coming around anymore. I mean, maybe there'll be more of it because people will be escaping China. Who the hell knows? But it's not, when you have an economic implosion like that, one of the things that you're feeling around the globe is what they call the wealth factor. People feel poor now. People, 2 years ago, a year ago, people felt rich. Hey, my house went up in value. Everything's looking good. I'm getting a stimulus check from the government. COVID did not totally annihilate the economy. For some people, their career has been seriously effed up or destroyed, but a lot of people bounced back, and it was looking pretty good. Now the whole world is freaking out. So I think that's enough bad news for now. Oh, the last point I'll make is one of the another kind of unfortunate thing for the United States is that the U.S. dollar, although it has inflated dramatically, is much less valuable. So if you're an American, you feel like my money is not what it used to be. It's losing all this value. Well, other currencies around the world have inflated even more, and what this does is that it's hard to get your head around, because like the dollar is inflating, but it's not as inflating as fast as other currencies around the world, which makes America's products more expensive because their currency is worth even less than it was relative to the USD. Therefore, people are not going to buy our stuff. You think, well, even with the inflated dollar, the upside would be people would buy our stuff. Well, they're not, because their currency is even worse. So I'll leave you on another gloomy note. I mean, look, I'll leave you on a positive note. America is full of incredibly industrious, creative people, and America always bounces back. I mean, people. I don't want to be an exceptionalist here. People, humans, bounce back. One economist once said, look, all you do is you put 100 humans together and you just get an economy. Somebody says, well, I made this and I made this, and I'll trade you, and humans just do that. So that's something to keep in mind at times like this, because I know people are going to be in bad emotional trouble. They're going to be freaking out, and God knows, don't do anything stupid. But keep in mind that people bounce back, and everyone's in hell right now. And if you're not in hell, you're one of the lucky ones. If your property's only losing a little bit of value, compared to the rest of the planet, you're in pretty good shape. So if you are losing value and you can't sell your house, and all of a sudden you thought it was worth $1 million, and now people are offering $800,000, that's pretty. I hate to say it, but that's actually good news relative to you could be a Ukrainian. With that note, I'll leave you, and hang in there, and talk to you soon. Good day.